Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of Emulating Ronaldo. I've holidayed through the first season to the end of the 2013-14 season, and we are all now at the age of 18, so coming into our youth years in terms of hopefully getting into under 21 teams and that sort of thing. But it'd be interesting to see where we've all moved, really. If I go down the list quickly, there's a couple of players that don't have teams still, a couple of big names in there, but the saddest thing is we've already lost a player. So sorry Martin Flickersaug, you've already been eliminated. You've retired after not finding a club, I presume. I've set everyone else to save their history after they retire. I didn't do it already because I thought we'd survive for a bit longer than one season. But anyone that does retire in the future will be able to look at their biography at the end. So, we'll just have a quick look at who made the most appearances, goals, average rating, etc. and then go down and look at the players in detail. So, appearances wise, top was myself actually, playing for Bradford with over 40 appearances. Then it was Zach Agius, and there's a few other players there. Goals wise, it was Zach Agius, 26 goals for Valletta in 40 games, very impressive. Then it was me with 13 for Bradford. Average rating wise, and Andre Le Giant with his 8 appearances got an average rating of 7.57, and then it was Ewan Moffat for Dundee, 7.53. That's an impressive average rating in Scotland, I would say. And we'll just have a quick look at international before looking at the players individually. So those of you that can't be bothered to look at the players individually can just have a quick look. Caps wise, Zaki Gears has actually played 2 games for Malta, the full team. 2 goals as well, so very impressive from this guy. Looks like he's going to be a star. Then Playmaker of Puns has a cap for Mauritius. Kim Jong Shamak has a cap for North Korea, and Marcusino Taylor has a cap for Faroe Islands. Youth appearances wise, Arthur Sleep has got 7 for Singapore and 2 goals as well. Usain Bolt has 3 for Jamaica, and you can see the rest there. There's a few, not many, but it's only one season in, remember. Value wise, top is Macro, 160k, and contract wise, biggest wage is 3.2k for Andre Le Giant, and then Christopherson for Grasshoppers. So that's just a quick overview. We'll go down the players now. So Jack Welchinio plays for Lausanne and made 11 appearances, conceding 18 goals, 6.28 average rating, not brilliant. His aerial ability has gone up to 2 though, making progress. Andre Le Giant plays for NEC in Holland. So, and he's made a few appearances, 8 appearances in total, 7.57 average rating, like I said. Moving on to Kieran Marsden. He's at Arsenal. He's on loan at Racing Club. They signed him, but I assume he didn't get a work permit. They've loaned him back to Argentina, or perhaps they just wanted to loan him back there. I don't know, but he's made a few appearances for them, 5 in total. But the seasons are different there, aren't they? I think different time of year. And we have Alexander Dragunov, the Russian, who's at Sion, and he's made 1 sub. Arthur Sleep is playing for St. Gallen in Switzerland. There's a lot of players in the Super League in Switzerland. Strange. I think it might be because of work permits. Some of the foreign players able to go and play in Switzerland. He's made 7 appearances. Good average rating. Ewan Moffat, our Scottish right-sided player, playing for Dundee. Are they in the top division or in the first division? They're in the Championship. That's why he's made a lot of appearances, but a very good average rating. Impressive from him. Supermuck plays for Kilmarnock, and yeah, those attributes are very impressive, I must say. Dribbling and crossing. Has played plenty of games for them as well. 24 games, 7.41 average rating, 4 assists and a goal. Then we have John Camp, our American, who plays for Tampa Bay, and let's see how he's done. He's made 5 appearances, 6.45 average rating. Last season, oh wait, of course, the season's different. He did play 17 games for them when they picked him up. I don't know. We won't be able to see the division actually. It doesn't even show what division they're in. Henry Haste, our Indian, is at Falkirk, in Scotland, in the Championship as well. 13 appearances, 6.84 average rating. Sorry about this down here. People keep logging into Football Manager. Okay, who's next? Playmaker of Puns, who's got 1 cap for Mauritius, plays for Thun. Don't know where they are they? Switzerland, of course. Where else? They've got all of the Asians. Yep, played 8 games for them last season, 6.66 average rating. Hasn't done much so far. Then we've got Big Girl at Dundee. Everyone's in Scotland or Switzerland. He has, how many players is he? He's at, oh yeah, Dundee. They've got another player as well, haven't they? Got Ewan Moffat. 25 games under his belt in the league and 6.91 average rate. Then we have Matthew Bryson, also in Scotland. Why is everyone... I suppose Scotland, you know, that Premiership teams are at the same level as Championship, I guess. And they're a good place to develop, I suppose. I don't really know. But he's got an under-21 cap and 24 goals and 24 games, 2 goals, a few assists. He's done well. Matt Crowe, Man United. He's at a massive club. And playing in the reserves, he's done very well. Whoa, 32 assists. I know this is the reserves, but that's pretty insane. 32 assists in 48 games, 7.49 average rating. This guy could be a star. Moving on to Germany cricket, playing for Luzern in Switzerland. Why is everyone going to Switzerland? Taxes maybe? I don't know. How much is taxed? Oh yeah, not much tax there, but I guess that's a low wage bracket. Yeah, made 27 appearances in the league, 3 goals, 6 assists, had a good season. You can't see the league, but Basel Zurich and Sion 3rd place. Someone does play for them, don't they? So they've managed to finish 3rd. This is me, playing for Bradford in League 1. 37 appearances, 9 goals, 4 assists, 6.89 average rating. I've done okay. I think my attributes have gone down. I'm sure I had 17s in there, and I appear to have... yeah, that's slightly upsetting. Van der Bale, playing for Queen of the South in the Scottish Championship. Quite a few players in the Scottish Championship. Played 11 games, 1 goal, 3 assists. Daniel Grzeziewski plays for Wisla in Poland. And how did he do? Let's have a look. 17 games, 15 goals, 3 assists. Has had a decent start. Wanted by a few clubs as well. Wow, big clubs there. Next is Usain Bolt, who's also wanted. As most of these players are wanted by big teams. So it'd be interesting to see where we are in 3 years when I do the next update. History-wise, okay, he's had 2 seasons with Montegro Bay United. Well, the second one's just started in the Jamaican League. Did pretty well average rating-wise last season. Pedro Simpson doesn't have a team. He's wanted by 2 clubs. One in Brazil, one in Portugal. Christopherson, he's at Grasshoppers in Switzerland, of course, and made a lot of appearances, 27 in total, 7.24 average rating, 8 assists, did well there. Andreas Treacherous plays for Luzern. Where are they based? Switzerland. Do I need to ask? Yeah, 17 games under his belt, 6.97 average rating and 6 goals. Moving on to Connor McGinty, plays for Tianjin in China. And I don't know how their seasons work, but yep, they're on to their 2nd season, I think. Looks like they got relegated, because now they're not in the Super League, they're in the 1st Division. It's made 3 appearances and 1 goal. I don't know if they're halfway through the season, possibly are. Marcusinho Taylor plays for Fenerbahce, a decent team there in Turkey, and was on loan at Melbourne Heart FC, which is quite a random team to go to, but anyway, hasn't played for Fenerbahce so far, but has made a couple of under 21 appearances for the Faroe Islands. Then we've got Dean Mainwell, plays for Chungju Hummel in China. And played 10 games last season, 6.63 average rating. So far this season, 11 games, 1 goal. Joseph Davies plays for Hamilton, who are in the Scottish Championship. What's been going on with him? Let's see. 22 games, 6 goals, a couple of assists, 6.96 average rating. Then we have Marcus Poulsen, Danish, plays for Skive in Denmark, in the 2nd Division West. Played 8 games, 6 goals, 2 assists. You'd have thought some of these players, considering they've got massive potential, would be doing a bit better than this. Perhaps they're going to be slow burners. We'll have to see. But I'm sure by the time that they've reached 30, they would all have had fantastic careers. And hopefully no more retirements. Matt Trevelyan is at Man City in the under-21s at the moment. Got some very good striker attributes there. Needs to improve composure, perhaps pace as well. And played plenty of games in the reserves. 8 goals, 8 assists, 7.11 average rating. Did pretty well. Let's just have a look to see. Oh no, we want to have a look at the league, actually. Just to have a look where Man City won the league. Stoke, Cardiff, Palace relegated. I'll also update you on things like World Cup, Euro Cup, that sort of thing. Anyway, Kim Jong Shamak plays for April 25 in North Korea. Will they let him go? That's the question. He's wanted by 14 clubs all around the world. Will he be allowed to leave? I don't know. We'll find out. But he's done reasonably well last season. 6 goals in 15 games, and this season 1 goal in 6 games so far. Lastly, Zacharias plays for Valletta, which is based in Malta. And he did rather well. Like I said earlier, 26 goals in all competitions. Played for Malta as well, a couple of goals. He's done very well. Just have a quick look at the Champions League, which was won by Barcelona on penalties against Juventus. Be a bit more interesting when our players are actually playing in these competitions. Hopefully, we will see that anyway. We'll have a quick look at Spain. Barcelona won the league. Italy I've got loaded as well, which was won by Juventus, no surprise there. And Germany won by Dortmund, beating Bayern Munich to the title. Anyway, that's it for this episode, really. Hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully it'll become a bit more interesting when the players are playing for big teams regularly, all the time, getting into the teams, getting into the international teams. But that's a good start. 1 year in, most of the players are at teams. Sorry to Martin again, you've dropped out, which is a bit of a kick in the balls considering you've got into the final 30 and then after 1 episode you're out of it. So sorry about that. But anyway, please leave a like, comment, join my FM Society group, follow me on Twitter, and whatever else you want to do. So I'll see you in episode 3.